Alright, let's dive right into this mess. And I'm going to explain it in a way your brain can't ignore. This is going to hit hard and fast, no bullshit. You've been shoving all this shit down, bottling it up, pretending like it's not a big deal. But guess what? That pressure cooker that you've been trying to hold together, it's about to blow. And it's not going to be pretty. So let's start with this. Emotions, they're like energy. And energy needs to move. You keep stuffing it down, pushing it into a corner, and what happens eventually? It starts eating away at you from the inside. It's like shoving a beach ball under water. You can push all you want, but the second you let go, it's going to pop up and smack you in the face. And you can pretend it's fine all you want. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but underneath, it's building up. One little piece of frustration after another. Now picture this. You're the hamster running in the wheel, right? You've been running for days, for weeks, for years. And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. You're still stuck in the same spot, getting more tired, getting more frustrated. Like the hamster that's forgotten what it's running for. It gets harder to even remember the fucking goal, doesn't it? And you feel like you're just going in circles, going nowhere. What happens when you stay stuck in that cycle? Well, for one, you're going to push people away. You're like a defensive fortress built around your heart. Every time you try to connect with someone, you're sending out a signal that says, don't come any closer. I'm a ticking time bomb. You start isolating, you start avoiding, and eventually, it feels like the walls are closing in. You think you're protecting yourself, but really, you're destroying yourself. So let's break it down. Every time you pop that cork and drown your emotions with alcohol, drugs, food, or whatever your vice is, you're trying to solve your problem by numbing it. But that is like trying to put out a fire by throwing gas on it. Sure, it might feel a little better for a second, but the fire, it's only going to grow. You're feeding the beast, not killing it. So you keep hitting the same cycle over and over, like a broken record. You're living in a loop of frustration. And all that pent-up energy, it has nowhere to go but out. And when it comes out, it's not pretty. Here's where it gets real. You think you're hiding your pain, but you're really just burying it alive. You're stacking up this mountain of shit in your chest, and every time you suppress it, you're adding more weight. So what happens eventually? That mountain collapses, and it collapses hard. You're left in a heap of rubble. Your entire world falling apart. That's when the quiet breakdown happens. When you think you're fine, but suddenly you can't get out of bed, or you lose touch with everything that matters, or worse, you start thinking maybe this whole thing just isn't worth it anymore. Now, let me give you the science behind it. When you suppress your emotions, your brain starts to chemically react to stress. Cortisol, the stress hormone, it floods your system. And what happens then? Your immune system drops. Your focus drops. Your ability to feel good starts vanishing. Over time, all this emotional baggage leads to real health problems. Things like depression, anxiety, chronic fatigue. You're physically shutting down, while your emotions scream at you. It's like running on empty, burning the engine out, and expecting it to keep going. The body's not a machine. It needs maintenance. It needs release. So why the hell do we do this? Why do we keep stuffing it down, even when we know it's killing us? Well, there's fear. Fear of what will happen if we finally let it all out. We're afraid of judgment, of vulnerability, of letting people see us as weak. But listen, let's be real. You're not weak for feeling. You're not weak for letting go. The real weakness is pretending you're fine when you're drowning in your own shit. And what happens if you break the pattern? What happens if you decide to feel the feelings instead of hiding from them? Well, for one, you're not giving your body a reason to stay in fight or flight mode. You stop triggering all the cortisol and start releasing those feel-good chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin. The stuff that makes you feel alive and connected. It's like opening the window of a dusty old room and letting in fresh air. Suddenly, things aren't so suffocating. You'll start to see life differently. You'll see problems as challenges instead of insurmountable walls. Your relationships will improve because you'll actually be able to connect with people instead of keeping them at arm's length. Your mental clarity will sharpen, your stress levels will drop, and most importantly, you'll stop running in that hamster wheel. Think about the life you're living now. Where's it going? Are you stuck? Are you getting the results you want? If not, why the hell would you keep doing the same thing over and over? The truth is, life is a choice. Every day you choose how to handle what's inside you. You choose to face it, or you choose to numb it. You choose to heal, or you choose to rot. There's no magic switch. But there's this. The moment you start feeling those feelings, you interrupt the cycle. You break free from the loop of self-destruction. You become the hero of your own story, instead of the victim. You decide you're done running in circles, tired of shutting down every time life gets too real. Now let's talk about the future. If you keep pushing it all down, eventually it's going to catch up to you. You might end up isolated, depressed, and stuck in the worst place possible, your own fucking head. Or you might get the guts to start feeling your feelings and act on them. And in that case, your life, it becomes a different story. You start growing. You start living. You start feeling all the shit that comes when you stop pretending to be numb. So here's the bottom line. You've got two choices. You can keep being that hamster, stuck in the cycle, trying to numb yourself into submission. Or you can break free from the cycle, start feeling what you've been running from, and step the fuck up. Your future depends on that decision, so ask yourself, are you ready to stop pretending? Are you ready to feel and heal? If you are, then let it go. Because it's time to stop lying to yourself. Time to break that cycle. It's your choice. But remember, life doesn't wait. You've got one shot, so make it count. And if you don't, that's your choice. But don't say I didn't warn you.